Yeah, no worries, bro.
Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning into real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
What's up?
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the
How's it
Open
going? How
Mic
you
Show.
doing
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
there?
can hear
Yep,
you.
we can hear you just fine. How you doing there,
Yeah.
Mr. Walker?
Man, I'm good, man. How you guys doing today, man? Happy holidays
Any
to
day.
everybody, too.
Happy holidays. I'm Smoking
Happy
Jeremy B.
holidays.
That's our host above me. That's Packer Backer Rob. And to his to our right next to him is Donnie Cleary.
Okay.
going,
Nice to
guys?
meet y'all.
And look who we got. Detroit Darcy. What's up, Darcy?
What's up, Darcy?
He's getting his headset in.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Sarah, you can hop on. Hold on. I'll send you the link.
You want me to send it to her or you got her?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I have a new system going on here. Sorry.
Hey, and we can hear you just fine.
All right. So I guess we want to talk about the elephant in the room. All you Lion
Are
fans
we live?
out here.
Are we live? Yeah, we are live. Sorry.
Yeah, we're live.
So can we, Guy Walker is in the house, so it's CNG Podcast.
Yeah.
He is the biggest Bears insider. Woo-wee! This is huge.
What's up? What's up?
Smoking Jeremy B.
How you doing, Jason?
This guy, Matt Dare even said. He is.
Well, how are you doing?
The Detroit Lions.
Jason, what's up, man?
Jason is
Hey,
a
guys.
West Coast Packer fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello,
How's it going,
Sarah.
Sarah?
Sorry,
Hey.
it's been a hard
Sarah's a Viking fan.
it's been a hard week for me. One of the guys that I do a podcast with on Friday nights suddenly passed away on Tuesday. So
Oh,
Oh,
I am
my
so
condolences.
sorry to hear that, Sarah.
yeah, it was like we were just laughing on Sunday and then Wednesday got the news. It was just so shocking.
My condolences.
Yes, mine too. Oh my goodness, that's never good.
We've been losing a lot of podcasters over the last few years across the league. It's not just one or two here and there. There was the guy that used to run the gauntlet, and that guy passed away, and yet Sideline Sports has been able to carry that on.
Well, that's good. He had a good following that continued to carry it. So
So let's address the elephant in the room here. Oh my God, Robert, are you? What's going on in Packer?
look, man, I'm not. Look, there's no shame in that game, bro. That was a
Pardon?
fucking
What?
fighting. That was a championship fight, bro. That was a
What?
great game, bro.
You guys all over social media said you were going to dominate us, and
Oh, I never. How was that? You guys were the 3.5 point favorites. I mean, if you played the spread, you lost. the Packers covered the spread,
Walker's back.
but
Got him?
I mean, bro, it was a good game. It could have went either way. It could have. I mean, it just came down. Look, Dan Campbell's got big giant cojones, man. Going for it on fourth down. I mean, that sealed the game. I mean, I'm like, all right, he's going to give us time. There's no way. I mean, we already showed during the game that we could drop the ball down 50 yards and be in field goal range in one play. So, I mean,
Right,
he was
and
smart.
that's
He was smart.
exactly why that fourth down happened, is because he didn't want to leave time on the clock, because you guys were starting to get big chunk plays as our defense started to get gassed in the second half.
No, it was a good game, man. I have all respect. Look, I wanted to win. We had our shots. I mean, people are still talking about the officiating and all that crap. I'm telling you, it was a fair and square game. You guys beat us. You know, we could have easily beat you. It just went down to who had the ball last. And when when it was 3 minutes left and you guys had the ball, I'm like, fuck, we're screwed. He's gonna. He moved into field goal. He moved into field goal range right away, and then hit the brakes, and then just started grinding the clock. I'm like, this is all he's gonna do is grind it out. Maybe we'll get time on it. Maybe there'll be a minute on here. I was hoping, and then he took that away. That was Dan Campbell. That was Dan Campbell seizing the moment and sticking us with the knife and putting us down.
So putting the dagger in you. Do you think Dan Campbell? Do you think that's risky, or like that's the way to beat the Detroit?
Bro, that's how he plays. I mean, is it risky? You can ask that question about anybody else, and that would be a good question. But for this guy, for the whole time he's fucking been here, he goes for it on fourth down. Everybody knows it. So you play together. I mean, we still couldn't stop it. We knew you guys were going for it. We couldn't stop it.
What Dan Campbell did on Thursday is what he's going to have to do in the playoffs. Because as you guys know, in the playoffs, you can't be conservative. You can't play it safe. There are times where you have to take chances, whether it's 4th and 3, whether it's 3rd and goal. It's not a regular season. And so Dan Campbell sacked up because he didn't view this as just another regular season divisional rival game. He viewed this as a playoff preview, and it might very well be. And like you just said, he sacked up. He got some major cojones there. And so what we saw from Dan Campbell on Thursday night, guys, was no gimmick, because he's going to have to make those types of decisions come the postseason if the Lions want to get to the Super Bowl, much less win one.
And at the same time, and I'm one of the few the Lions fans that defended those fourth down calls where the play was executed properly, but the player in Josh Reynolds did not execute his end, because your primary job as a wide receiver is to do what? Catch the goddamn ball.
Yep.
Both times that ball hit him in the hands on that fourth down. So we can all question the play calling, but at the same time, all year, if it was 40 yards or more, unless it was inside Ford Field, Michael Badgley didn't get to kick a ball.
I could care less which one of you fuckers won. If Green Bay won, then we're closer to Detroit. If Green Bay loses, we're a game ahead. I mean, we're we're further apart from Green Bay. So I could care less which one of you fuckers won.
Yeah, but Green Bay needed it to have a shot to stay in the run for the division. Without that,
absolutely,
and it's over now. It's over for that.
Christine
all we can do
Desjardins,
is play spoiler in the playoffs. That's all we can do.
Can I see a valid source of that? Because the source that was written on, that was shared on the Huddle Network, is a spoof site. Can I see a valid source? Because it came from Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pellisario. Has it came from anybody of note in the NFL community? Because I seen it on a spoof site that came through The Onion.
Are you talking about investigating? There's
the investigation one.
There's no investigation. That's just hype, man. That's just people trying to.
Investigation on what?
The refs and the Lions and Packers.
Oh my
game.
God.
Yeah,
you know, Simon is a made admin in I have my Canadian accent, sorry, but he already told me blaming the refs are for losers, right? Yeah. So now the shoe is on the other foot, isn't it? Now shoe is on the other foot. Now you're blaming the refs, right?
I'm not blaming nobody.
That's when you know you're a good team. That's right. Jeremy. That's how you know you're a good team, because now instead of them saying they beat us. They're saying, oh, it was the refs. And that's what the Lions used to do all the time, because it was. When you get almost 800,000 people in downtown Detroit for a draft, you think the NFL is a goddamn TV show. Once you guys realize that, and you're going to get favoritism because you're the fucking number one team. God damn it! Just look at the Chiefs. Just look at the Chiefs.
Love it, Jason. He's right. Investigate the Chiefs.
Investigate the Chiefs.
That being said, I do want to say that this is probably going to go down as one of the games of the year in the regular season.
Agreed.
As well as this game was played, and the biggest downfall to the Packers was coming out flat in the first half.
Yeah.
Say what you want. The whole team came out flat on defense and on offense. You guys managed to get a touchdown. And I was like, all right, we got a game. And then the next thing you know, we get another touchdown. And what happened? You know, it was like, where is the same offense we saw in the first half of the first game?
That's how it's been all year, bro.
You guys had a better first half in the first game we played. You remember,
bro? But the Packers have been a second half all their fucking time with Jordan Love. Every game last year was a second half kind of thing. We came back the second half of the season. We're playing better this second half. I mean, bro, I don't understand why we got to get warmed up first. I don't know why we can't come out the gate.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about the Dallas game from a year ago that's over.
Okay. Let's go power rankings, because I do have the Green Bay Packers in the top 3 in the NFC, in the conference. Do you not? That fucking team shut our run down. If they could have shut our fourth.
Wait a minute. They shut our run down. We ran for 199 yards.
It's just the opposite. One of the reasons why Detroit won, why they beat us, is because they're the ones that held our running game in check. And even though Josh Jacobs scored 3 touchdowns in that game for us, guys, he was held to 66 yards rushing on 18 carries. Also, Green Bay's other big play threat of the season, Jaden Reed, 0 catches. He had 0 catches. So those are 2 of the reasons why the Packers lost that game, is because Josh Jacobs, again, even though he had 3 touchdowns, they limited Jacobs' big play abilities, because when he bursts in between the tackles and he gets into the open field, it's a track meet. Adios to whoever is behind him. And like I said, also, Jaden Reed, when the Packers can't split him wide and when he can't separate his defenders, you can't include him in the passing game. And even though Christian Watson had 4 catches for over 100 yards in that game, he is not Jordan Love's number 1 target. That would be Jaden Reed. Those are 2 reasons why Green Bay lost. So just on the opposite side of that coin, Green Bay's running game got shut down, not Detroit's.
Right.
I might be.
You know what the most impressive part about the defensive line with Detroit? Only 1 starter. Think about that for a second. Once we lost McNeil to injury, we only had Smith. Everybody else was a backup, second, third stringer. Tell me that's not coaching without telling me it's not coaching.
Okay, yes, you're right. I apologize. I'm thinking of the wrong game. We still ran for over 100 yards is my point. That's not really limiting.
Let me look at. I think we only got like
111. I was wrong. It was 111.
I must be the only Packers. I mean, certain exceptions out there. I must be one of the only Packers fans not freaking out about this loss, because we are still 9-4.
Yeah,
are we going to win
I'm not
our division?
freaking out about it either.
No.
I can't understand it. We weren't even
not
close to this last year. We weren't even close to this.
Can I have you or Jesse? I can't.
Yeah, we're 9-4. We're still in a very good situation. We have about a 50-50 schedule heading down towards the end of the season. We have a lot of winnable games on our schedule. Are we going to win the division? No, we are not. But as we've seen, you don't necessarily need to win your division to make a run in the playoffs. And I still believe that if we can get into the playoffs and we can make a run, we can beat anybody. That's just me. Glass half full perspective. But call me naive, call me gullible, whatever.
Absolutely. But
the game just happened.
You got to go to.
We are still talking
you got to go
about
to Soldier Field. No, you got to play the Bears. The Bears tight at home. They're a grass field too. Like G Walker, talk about it. Talk about it.
Talk about what? The Bears Soldier Field?
Yep. No, the Bears in Lambeau. You got that's not a gimme.
The Bears on a
fucking playing amazing.
Yeah, the Bears on a gimme. Just based off the record, that the record is not an indicator right now how bad or good this team is. We've seen oh my God, I'll never bring that name up again. We've seen Caleb Williams pretty much lead this team almost 4 victories if it wasn't for bonehead stuff from players, talking to fans in the stands, Hail Marys, block field goals, not use timeouts. The Bears are a team that you can't count them out, man. They have nothing to lose at this point. They have everything to gain. So coming to going up to Lambeau. It's going to be a dogfight, man.
Well, it don't matter how much you suck. Division games are always hard because everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams is
you need to
and Caleb Williams is starting to ascend. He's starting to become a quarterback when everything is not around him. That's great. He's starting like the quarterback that can do something when everything around him isn't the best. And I always say the best quarterbacks or people in this world is when adversity shows up. The fact that the adversity showed up in his rookie season like this, and he's still on pace for almost 3,700 yards, showed you what type of character he has, and he doesn't quit. He's not going to quit. And we have Thomas Brown actually coaching and scheming to what he does best, which is don't forget that that's his RPO, the ability to run. He's going to run on you guys, and he's going to gas you. So you have to contain him, and you have to contain him and those wide receivers. So Caleb Williams, man, he's going to put up a dogfight against y'all, man. And we barely lost to the Packers when the blocked field goal. So there's no lack of confidence that the Chicago Bears are going to walk into when we play you guys again. There's nothing that says that you guys are just going to destroy us when that's not even the case, because we should have beat you guys.
I'm not saying we're going to destroy you guys. I'm just saying we have a fairly winnable schedule down the stretch. I've said nothing about destroying the Bears or anybody else.
I mean, I'm just using words, but I'm just saying, like, you have a favorable schedule. What does that look like big picture-wise for you guys going into the playoffs? Do you want to play tough teams down the stretch, or do you want to play favorable team that's going to make it look like you guys are a better team than what you actually are?
You bring up a very good point. I would rather play tough teams because when you get in the playoffs, you're not beating the cupcakes. You have to beat the tough teams to win the ultimate prize. So I hear what you're saying, and you bring up a valid point.
Right. Yeah. So you guys, and the Detroit Lions are battle tested, man. They got injuries everywhere. The fact that they beat you guys and they got all those injuries on this team and it's still being battle tested, that's a team of destiny, man. I hate to say it, it is what it is, but that's a team that could be reckoned with, man. When the team is all the injuries and everything is falling apart and they still winning division games and they still pull it out somehow, man. That is something to pay attention to for a dangerous team, man.
Hang on. Everybody subscribe to CNG Podcast. This is Guy Walker. He's big time. Jeremy, have you subscribed?
I heard him. No,
Thanks, Darcy.
First time I've heard of him.
Really?
First time I've heard of him. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
he's one of the best podcasts.
We're not a big page, man. We've been around a couple of years, man. We just, we're just like an independent type of podcast, man. So, but we love working with people, love collaborating, man.
So let me introduce you to the biggest slappy, John Dorn. John Dorn is we call him John Corn because.
I remember John.
Okay, he's the biggest Packer slappy out there. John, how you feeling now? How's your asshole feel?
You won by 3 points.
Okay.
You want a cookie?
it was a game.
Yeah,
it was a game. But it was a great game.
I told you before the game.
Like I said,
this game is where we measure ourselves, and we're not there yet. We're behind you guys yet.
But at the same time,
we're there. We're not above you guys yet.
I want to say I'm not addressing anyone in this chat right now because you all have said everything right so far about that game. But to all the fans out there that are crying about refs, crying about this, and crying about that, the game is won on the field. And we were told for years when we were a bad franchise, and I'm not talking about in the last couple of years. I'm talking about when we were getting our asses handed to us in this division and all the way around the league. When we would lose to every bad team we faced. When we would lose to 3/4 of the North every time we played. We would only win like 2 or 3 games in the division. What were we told in those losses? Quit crying about the refs. Quit crying and take your loss with dignity. And that's my message to those fans that are acting that way now. Because we were told, hey, good teams get the calls. Good teams get the no calls.
That's true.
The relevancy is starting to happen that the NFL thinks the Lions are a good team.
Yeah, and you guys are trending that way, and you guys have been good for a couple of years. So you're gonna get to all the benefits that come with that. And people can't cry about that, man. There's a lot of things that go one team's way, other team's way. So that's just part of the game. You gotta capitalize on the opportunities for the things that happen. Stupid stuff that happens in the game doesn't doesn't contribute to a loss. So you guys actually did the right things to get the win.
I mean, let's face it though. Every freaking fan base cries about refs when their team loses. Even the
Exactly.
Lions, even the Vikings. So,
But
so let's
but
not
that's not
pretend like
it's not an
we're
impact on the
all like
game. It's not an impact
let's
on the
not
game.
let's not all pretend like we're righteous here. Every fan base cries about refs when their team is on the losing end of bad calls.
Crying fans does not impact the game. It's the nuances and the details that are missed in the game that help you win or lose a game.
The one thing that I laugh at here this week after this game was the kneel. Everybody I see on social media that was crying, I'm like, Jared Goff fell. He turned around to hand the ball off and he landed on the ground. He wasn't touched. This isn't college football. But for people to think that was a kneel, wow, man.
Yeah,
I
that
Yeah,
mean,
that was crazy.
I know
you know,
that was the biggest reach that I've
yeah,
seen
I
where
agree.
people are posting the quarterback kneel rule. And I was like, you
Oh,
guys realize that has to do with the victory formation only.
Yes.
right.
You have to
That's
give
all it
yourself up,
pertains to.
Jeremy. Okay, so when, like, say Trevor Lawrence is diving forward or Josh Allen's diving forward, he's not giving himself up. If you put your feet forward and slide, you're giving yourself up. If, as a quarterback, when you give yourself up and do the victory formation, you're giving yourself up. When you're going backwards and trying to hand a fucking ball off to a fucking running back, you're not giving yourself up. Know the fucking rules and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and that's the things that
Preach.
I was saying about what's going to help you win or lose a game. Stuff like that, man. Like, it is what it is.
Well, and it's like bad calls are gonna happen. So your team has to be good enough to be able to overcome bad
Bingo.
calls.
Bingo. Because it's every game in the NFL, something goofy happens. Every game, man. Every game.
So what are
I
you guys'
try to use
thoughts with
logic when I write my articles, and I did say that this game was coming down to less than a touchdown in my preview article. I said this is going to be a dogfight because every single one of our divisional games have been a dogfight. The only time we got ahead, and it's because we were more prepared for the elements than anybody thought we were, was in Green Bay in the rain with the wind and the chill. That it wasn't cold, but there was a chill in the air, and everybody says, "Oh, golf is going to suck." But what did we do? At Allen Park, outside in that facility, every day they were playing with the sprinklers on full blast the whole week. That way they could get used to being in wet, inclement weather all week long.
That's true.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
that was the difference in that game. And who was the team that had? Because everybody's like, "Oh, you're going to be dropping the ball. They're going to be fumbling. They're going to be doing."
Now, are you worried about Goff throwing interceptions?
No, not really, because the one interception he threw was when you guys were in man coverage instead of zone, and Nixon jumped the route very well. It wasn't
Yeah,
a
he
poor
did.
pass because it was right on target. It was a great defensive play. And if you look, he's had what, 10 interceptions all year? And 5 was in
Yeah.
one game when 3 of them technically wasn't even the
He's
quarterback
good
fault.
at baiting the quarterback. He's good at it. I like him
And
in infield, but out corner, I don't like him at that. I'd rather have him in inner. He's better off in the middle. But you guys are gashing us in the middle, man. I mean, we got to fix that. I noticed that for the past couple of years.
as
don't
much as I
gash you in
hate
the
to
middle.
say it,
You guys
when
look like a fucking
your guys'
contender.
zone coverage,
You're the
your
first
guys'
time you guys ever fucking
Go and block
fucked
fucking
around.
Darcy.
Okay, I'm out of here. See you guys.
oh yeah, I said this. I said, other than coming out in the first half flat, you guys played a great game. I'm not taking anything away from the Packers. You guys played a great game. You guys were great in the red zone against us because that's where all 3 of Josh Jacobs' touchdowns came against us. We're one of the best red zone defenses in the league. Green Bay's a good one. Chicago's a good one. Minnesota's a good one. Our entire division is great in the red zone. Our entire division does decent to great at third down percentage. But I said that was going to be the biggest thing. And if you look at the team stats, it shows it. Green Bay was 1 of 15 on third down. You can't be 1 of 15 on third down and win games 9 times out of 10.
Don't we know it, man? For sure.
We won last week with 1 first down.
I didn't say 1 first down. I said on third down conversions, they were 1 of 15.
Yeah, we had 1 third down conversion to get a
But
first
you had
down
a bunch of first and second
in the
downs
whole
that went
game.
for first downs.
No,
Right?
you just got to worry about Jones fumbling. That's what you got to worry about.
Yeah, he said he was practicing all week holding his kids. Hopefully that worked.
Well, hopefully it works. Otherwise, his kids are going to be Jerry's kids.
He wrapped his kids in pigskin. Let's go.
Let's give a shout out to my
dedication.
buddy Detroit Dom right now, because when Eric Ebron left and his child was born while he was with Indy, he made him leave social media. He literally posted a picture of him with his newborn baby. He goes, "Well, I hope you hold on to that baby better than you do a football." And he deleted all social media after that.
Damn.
That's like the ultimate troll job. But yeah,
You know, the one I hate
Packers-
is when people block someone. What I hate when people block someone. That's what I hate. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's uncalled for.
it is.
Yeah,
And
for a place that doesn't exist, X is like the most toxic place on earth.
It's pretty close to it. Yep, there's a lot of shit that is flung left and right on that on America's most trusted news source, X.
yeah. But you know what?
I know, I'm like,
Fake news
Elon, don't you
outstairs.
have like a fucking car to go build? Why the fuck are you always on here?
What the fuck?
I am going to say this. I am not going to begrudge the Lions organization or their fans for strutting their stuff either after this win or this season, because this fan base and this organization has gone through more ineptitudes over the last 50, 60 years, other than maybe the Cleveland Browns. And I remember I was born in 1975, guys, so I grew up in the heyday of watching Barry Sanders. And I always said to myself, as great as Barry Sanders was, if they had a quarterback, if they had a defense, they could have been a great team. And Barry, unfortunately, retired early in his career when he was still at his peak, because he saw the writing on the wall and saw that the front office just wasn't going to do anything to make them a complete football team. So and obviously we all barely survived the Lions 0-16 season when they had Calvin Johnson, who was arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL during that time. So look, again, division rival, yeah, we are hated division rivals. But again, Lions fans, you guys have had to endure a lot over the last 50, 60 years. I'm not going to begrudge you guys for this. Celebrate it, enjoy it, because once you're at the top, as the San Francisco 49ers fans can attest, when you're at the top, but you come down really quick, it's hard to get back up there. So, I mean, you guys should be
I don't know. What about that classless fucking Lions fan did the floor? No, that was classless, man.
I'm not going to.
There's always
defend
classes.
that guy.
I mean,
There's
they're in all groups. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's
Right.
packages
I
like
mean,
that too,
we
but-
got plenty of classless fans to talk about across the entire division. As a
But
matter
that
of
was
fact,
kinda
across
BS.
the
I mean, we're-
NFL. But you know what? As bad as that one fan is, it doesn't make our fan base as bad as the Eagles fans. We've never thrown batteries
Yeah,
and slug
that's
balls
true.
at Santa.
That's true. Or Buffalo fans.
I said something similar when I was watching my Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. When that New York Yankees fan reached over and grabbed Mookie Betts' wrist and literally attempted to rip his glove off his hand, I said the same thing about him that you just said about, or that you insinuated about the Lions fan. I'm like, get this fucking guy out of here. They're all blah, 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 this and this and that and that. So you're right, Jeremy. One fan does not a terrible fan base make. It just makes everybody look bad.
At the same time, and I understand LaFleur was defending his players because the guy was jawing and talking shit. It is not a decorum of professionalism for a professional of any job to react to a fan. Your job
maybe security should be better, tell you the truth. So
Say what?
I'm blaming your security should be better.
Well, he was invited and he was vetted. He didn't have any criminal activities. They checked his social media. He wasn't one of the shit talkers because they don't invite those guys.
Yeah, I guess he got kicked out at halftime. I guess he got kicked out, and
he got kicked out after that, but they had to let him finish because he was one of the flag bearers for the national anthem.
Well, it sounds like they ain't gonna do that no more. That's pretty much squashed that now.
They're not going to squash the national anthem thing, but at the same time, it's a soft look to get that upset over a fan is what I'm talking about when you're a professional. Do you see what I'm getting at there? Because how many times have players been walking in and you might see them flip the bird or something like that and not get in trouble at all because they're not really
bad for him to do that though, because I know before he must have did something to really piss off LaFleur.
Well, what he did was when he looked at him, they were talking. He started talking a little shit about the Lions were going to kick your ass and we're going to run the score up on you. And one of the Packers players talked shit back, and he looked at him. He goes, "Yeah, I can't wait till our guys just kill it." And that's what he said. That's verbatim what he said.
That's what I'm saying. You guys don't know how to win. You guys just don't know how to act.
Hey, you know what? We've never been here. So yeah, you're right. We don't know how to win. I mean, I do. I was gracious. You've seen every post I made. I have not talked shit at all, have I?
No.
I don't talk shit when I win. I have taken shit from all of you while we were bad.
Honestly, I don't care if you talk shit. John Dorn should not care. He would be talking shit. He would be talking shit if we won. He would be talking
I know he would, but I'm not I'm not that guy.
I still talk shit when I lose too, so I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Either way, right. I'm golden.
I love the cheese grater too, man.
I'll still say the same old Lions.
I know you will. Yet. I know you moved the goalpost again. It's okay, Dorn.
You knew Dorn was going to say that.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that. You know why? Because he's Lucy. Remember
Charlie Brown? The Lions are having a great year.
He's Lucy.
Yeah, they are.
Right? The Lions are having a great year, but the thing is, how are they going to finish the year? I mean, how many people you got on IR? So when it comes to the big games, hopefully you can still win like you've been winning.
It's funny when people say, I hope you guys keep winning. But we've won 11 in a row. We've played against division winners. We played against everybody in this division and the Packers twice.
Look, man, it's just like this. Everybody, you got to win one, man. You're on your way. You guys, this is the best. You guys are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Everybody knows it.
That's why I said it depends on how you finish.
When you guys asked me this preseason about it, I said, "What? We're going to end up winning the division. We may even get the 1 seed, and we might get all the way there. But I don't know if this is the year we win it." I said that this preseason.
You guys are better than I thought you were. All right.
Wouldn't it be the shit if you guys made the NFC Championship game and the Packers made the NFC Championship and we knocked you out?
If it happens, it happens. Shit happens. Because guess what? When it's win or go home, teams show up. They go all out.
That'd be cool if it did happen, though. I mean, that is both teams there. Don't matter who wins, but it'd be kind of cool.
But I feel sorry for Philly because if you look, every team in the North matches up well with them.
Didn't they lose someone today?
They're going to make the playoffs.
I thought someone on IR today. I can't remember who it was. One of the players on IR.
You got to win it, though, Nick. No, that's the only way anybody respects you, man.
And Nick, by the way, not all Packers fans are snowflakes. I don't get enough snow out here in California to be a snowflake.
I'm in Texas, bro. I got your fucking snowflake.
You can say it's a boring-ass argument, but in a way, they're right.
All the snowflakes here melted today, so no snowflakes here either.
I'm just messing around, Nick W. I'm just joking, man. Nothing personal.
I know,
man. Guys, I got to run. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Hey,
thanks for coming, man.
Thank you, sir.
There's one thing about it. Lions fans, they can't take a joke. They don't know when you're goofing and when you're not. You put a post out there, they jump down your throat like they act like you're serious or something. It's like, holy shit, dude, relax.
Fuckers will be watching us tomorrow. Ooh, I hope they lose. I hope they lose.
I actually picked you guys to win.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to win tomorrow too. So
yeah, I want to see a 3-3 tie.
I used to pick according to how I wanted it to go, but The truth
Buddy,
is, you got
I
to pick
will
how
let
it's going
you
to go.
know that I 100% knew that Skipper flopped, and I said
You see
right
that
on
wink?
Packer Rob. What did I say? I said Skipper is better at flopping than Little LeBron. Did I
Did you
not
see
say
him
that?
wink though? You see him wink? He knew he had. This
Yeah, I
guy's
saw
got
him
wink.
wink. It was a flop.
What's up, Sully?
What's going on?
Hey,
Welcome to
Sully.
the show. Welcome to the show. What you
What's
got
up,
to say
Sully?
today?
What do I have to say? Damn, what a game on Thursday, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking A, bro. It was a great game.
Black and blue
Yeah, it was
division,
a great.
man.
Bro,
You know,
all the
was
divisional
seriously-
games have been very close this year. They've all have been fucking.
I was
knockouts.
going to
Except for
laugh.
one.
I was going to laugh my ass off if the Lions would have lost the game. And here's my reasoning: going forward on 4th and 1 inside your own 30-yard line. Dan Campbell eventually he's gonna do something like that, and it's gonna cost him the season.
Bro, he just had a bad play call. Look, you're going for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 3. Don't pitch the ball back 5 yards and then try to get it. You know what I'm saying?
And wait,
Well,
but that
was
wasn't
a
the
bad
original
call.
play call. It wasn't the original
But-
play call, though. If you remember, Goff audible to that call. I'm
Well,
going to
that was
say
a
that was
terrible
not
idea
Goff.
because he pitched it back 5 yards.
But
Now you're
it's
not
not-
going anywhere.
It's not even that, but it's a one-score game, and then you're going for it on 4th. Was it 4th and 1? Was it 4th and 3 inside their
Fourth
own
and
30?
three. Fourth
Wasn't
and
like
three.
it was in
Yeah, 4th and
wasn't
3.
in Green Bay's 30. It was in their own 30. So
Right.
you know,
But
Bro, he did it to it. He did it the same thing last year. Same thing last year too. Same
and
you
got
know,
it
he's
last
gonna-
year.
he's gonna do it, and it's gonna cost him the season. So
Okay.
But the
So
NFC
what is
North,
your John
100%.
Sullivan, what is
is the
what
best-
is your record? What is your record, and how are you going to beat Kirk Cousins this weekend?
but what is our record? Well, we're one game behind you. So okay,
No,
why even ask that question? That's kind of a
Well, now you're
what is your point to the question?
I got the Packers beating you actually, and I don't think you're going to win in Seattle. I don't think the Packers are going to win in Seattle either.
Okay, you said
Mike
that Arizona's
McDonald
going to beat us.
knew-
Arizona's
Mike McDonald
going to
might
beat
get
us
Coach
last
of the
week.
Year.
What was that?
Mike McDonald might get Coach of the Year.
What?
You said Arizona's going to beat us last week. What happened? It was a close game, and
How many losses
I almost
does
had
the
an
Seahawks
anxiety
have
attack.
already?
We have 10 wins.
No, how many
But
losses
they
do
didn't
the
play yet.
Seahawks have already?
Oh, how many? Oh, the Seahawks.
They're
5?
7-5.
7-5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're 7-5. The chance of Mike McDaniel getting Coach of the Year is about the same as a snowball in hell.
Okay, and how do we beat
McDonald,
Kirk
anyways.
Cousins? We get pressure on him. We get him out of his game, and if we build a good lead, we need to keep the lead and extend on the lead instead of letting Kirk Cousins come back and play.
Right.
Get into the game. Now, the problem I have with Kevin O'Connell is, for whatever odd reason, we play to the level of the team that we're playing against. I don't get it. There are times I feel like that we're a better team than a lot of teams that we're playing, and for whatever odd reason, like I think we're better than Rams. What
Yeah,
happened?
but you have to understand that was
I have
a
Chicago
Thursday.
beating you in
That was a Thursday game that we had to fly across country right after we played the Lions.
Correct,
So I
but
knew we were going to lose that game.
when Matthew Stafford was in the shotgun, it was the pass play. When he was under center, it was a run play. And it just really blew my mind that Brian Flores didn't pick up on that and Kevin O'Connell didn't pick up on that. So I'm hoping that next time, when we deal with a team that does that, we have an answer for it.
So, John
We hit
Sullivan, are
Kirk
you
a
rooting
couple
for Kirk
times at
Cousins
the
or are you
start of the
rooting for
game.
your team?
I'm sorry, what was that, Sarah?
No, I said we just need to hit Kirk right when the game starts. Hit him a couple times to get him flustered. We
Get him
know
out
Kirk.
rhythm.
Oh,
Yep,
I
we
got
know
to do
Kirk
it.
very well.
You know how to beat Kirk. is what you're
Smoking
saying.
Dad has
Hey,
entered
John,
the
John
chat,
and
boys.
that chick.
But
I
at the
have,
same time,
I have the,
Sounds like some
What the
hell
porn
was
star.
that, man?
John
What was that?
Sullivan, I actually have
That's
the
music
Packers
for
in
my
number
dad
2
that
in this
used to
division.
be a DJ.
I think they're the second best team in this division.
Let me ask you a
I don't
question,
think the
Darcy.
Vikings are third.
Oh, the Vikings
don't
are
think-
third. Okay.
I have the Packers as number 2 in this division, and they're going to win a home playoff game or a playoff game.
They're going to win a home playoff game.
I said they're going to win a playoff game. Am I correct?
Oh, they're going to win a playoff game. Okay. And Vikings won't, correct?
You know what? Until the division is first, second, third, fourth right now the way it is. And until somebody beats somebody and supplants them in that spot, it is what it is. Right now it's Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears.
See, I'm concerned of this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And as far as Kirk Cousins, guess what? He has flipped the switch this year. He looks great in prime time and can't do shit at 1 o'clock.
Correct.
Are you saying he's backwards since he left the Vikings? He's playing backwards?
I think since he fixed, while he was mending his Achilles, all he did was train to be better in prime time, and he's failed at everything else.
Because he tore his.
Okay, who needs to mute themselves? Like seriously,
Is this the same Kirk Cousins
respect for the
threw 4
show.
interceptions last week?
He tore his Achilles at 1 p.m. So now he has PTSD. He sucks at 1 p.m.
Well, not just that, but I'm just concerned because Kirk Cousins is really want to get back at us. He had a really bad game last week. What does he threw? Like how many interceptions? Was it 5?
He threw 4.
Get back at us. He should be grateful. He made so much money from us, and
he did. But I think he wanted to stay, and I think that he wants to put it right back at us. And I'm glad we got rid of him because I mean he was a good quarterback for the money he was asking for. He wasn't worth the money he was asking for.
Yeah.
So Kirk Cousins threw 4 picks, and 2 of them were pick sixes. Remember?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, he
had
a 4-pick interception. He's had a 4-pick game already. He's not playing well for them at all, bro. He's not playing well.
Did you guys see that interception he threw, though? The ball was so damn slow. It looked like it was in slow motion.
Kirk Cousins is like the Neil Lomax of his era.
Corners could intercept that.
Right. I mean, this guy's made a lot of money off of just winning one playoff game. So
yeah, he's had 1 playoff win. You know who else has had 1 playoff win and made a lot of money? Trevor Lawrence. You know who else? Dak Prescott.
No, Dak has 2. Don't get it
Does
twisted.
he have 2? Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. That makes him worth $60 million a year.
Oh my gosh.
He's vouching for Mike McCarthy to come back next season. I'm like, yeah, do that.
Oh.
So Darcy, give me a prediction on the Vikings-Falcons game tomorrow. Give me your predictions, Mr. Real Deal.
I got the Vikings winning as usual. They're going to run the ball. They're going to marry the run with the pass and get it to Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the league. So I got it 37-35 Vikings.
Wow.
Okay.
So, Mike Marsh, you must think Cousins is like what everybody said Goff was when he got to Detroit. Because all Cousins did while in Minnesota was a top 10 quarterback, statistically.
Yeah, that didn't do shit. I don't care about your goddamn stats. I don't care about your stats if it doesn't equate to playoff wins.
I don't think Justin Jefferson is going to be the X factor. I think Jordan Addison and T.J. Hawkinson will be the X factors for tomorrow's games. I think that defenses have been really putting the clamps on Justin Jefferson. So hopefully Sam Darnold can understand to find the plays that are available instead of trying to make a play to Justin Jefferson. Because as we know, when he tries to make plays and tries to get the ball to receivers, sometimes it fails for him. So.
For a blonde hair guy,
I understand everybody says Vikings and Phillies wins, but my betting advice is to take Carolina in the points because they're playing way better on both sides of the ball right now than they used to, and I doubt Philly beats them by 12.5.
Well, and Carolina can run the ball, and Philly's run defense is kind of weak.
Yeah. But me as a Viking fan, my biggest concern is tomorrow's game and next Sunday's game against Chicago because Chicago has a chip on the shoulder. They're trying to play spoiler, and it's a division game, so their defense is still tough no matter how we want to put it. So.
Best 4-win team in the league. We had a chance to beat all the division teams and just couldn't do it.
You're a
What's the
second half
key word
team
in
that
that
hasn't
comment?
figured out how to finish a game, Mike. I mean, that's what we've seen.
Yeah,
So
the
hopefully,
Bears problem is we're a second half team. You're right, man. If in order to beat teams, Caleb Williams and Thomas Brown are gonna have to figure out how to put up points in the first half. We
Yeah.
can't have empty first halves going forward if we want to be taken seriously as a real team. Like I don't understand how a quarterback in Caleb Williams can look like a straight dud the first half of games and looks like an MVP in the second half of games. It's backwards, man. Like it doesn't make any
Well, what it is,
sense.
I'm
It
telling you,
doesn't
man.
make sense.
We talked
As a
about it in the
rookie,
morning.
that's crazy.
We talked about it on our morning show. The reason why is because these other teams get a lead and then they play prevent, and that plays into Caleb's fucking style of ball. He can ball out against those defenses, and that's why he comes back in the second half because teams are playing not to lose at that point.
Yeah, but they got to figure out how to win in the first half.
I agree.
If the Bears play better in these first half, the game where Eberflus was here before he got fired, we'll be 8-4, man. It's the weirdest thing I ever seen.
I got an
first half.
interesting stat though. Guess who is the worst team in the first quarter this season?
And Robert, I agree with what you said. When these teams, when they get leads, instead of playing that prevent that shell defense, that's stupid, man. That's stupid because you just so many open plays under the middle. And then teams get back into it. Kevin O'Connell sometimes does that. It just drives me up a wall.
It's what happens.
You don't want
to play not to lose at that point instead of playing how you were to win. You know what I'm saying? You've switched your. And I don't like all the teams do it. I don't like it. I hate it.
I understand you don't want to run the score up and look like a douchebag, and at the same time you don't want to get players injured. But at the same time, you don't want your opponent to get confident.
Man, I was a Lions fan. I'm yelling that shit.
When the Bears were playing the Lions, and we were playing the Lions in that second half, Thomas Brown picked on the Lions secondary something crazy, bro.
Right.
That was crazy. He just picked on
it didn't matter where he lined up. You guys targeted Vildor and Dorsey every play, and they were getting torched. The only guy that could stop you was Terrion Arnold on the other side, and you guys just went away from him.
Yeah, I don't understand the first half with the Bears. Man. You can't take the Bears seriously right now, man. With these first half blunders, man. Like maybe Thomas Brown had these guys ready to play tomorrow against San Francisco, and we actually come out. Caleb Williams throws maybe 100 yards in the first half. Like once you start seeing Caleb in his offense being better in the first half, then we could take the Bears a little bit seriously, win a game. But until then, nah, man, the Bears, no, not right now. Not that they can fix the first half.
Oh, here comes
the first half does got to get better, but they haven't been losing on the first half. They've been losing, not finishing games.
Terrible.
You know
terrible in the first half.
Right? You know, man, I was trolling, right? He's totally trolling.
Yeah,
terrible in the first half, man.
Hey,
so if Thomas Brown wins out the rest of the season, he's going to get the head coaching job?
I hope so.
Hey,
I just
is Darcy still on here?
Wait, before my dad goes to bed, I just wanted to say good night. I hope you get well soon, Dad. I'm sorry about you slipping on the ice and getting your ribs broke by the step.
You said broke
get
ribs.
well soon.
Sucks, man.
That's the worst, man.
Hey, Darcy, you guys
I gotta get ready to go. Get ready to go, guys. But if the Bears put up 14 points in the first half, I think the Bears will win. They'll win. Until then, same old Bears, man. I don't care what Caleb Williams does in the second half until he becomes a first and a second half quarterback. It doesn't matter, and I think that's coaching though. But it doesn't matter.
You're right, bro.
That's been the difference in all 4 games that the Lions have played. They've been a first half team. They've gotten out to a lead, and everybody's playing catch up, and all they do is maintain it in the second half. Against bad teams, after what happened last year, we put the bad teams on notice. We said we're not losing to another bad team again. What have we done to the actually bad teams? We blowed them the fuck out.
Yeah, you went for their knees.
Yeah, more than their knees. We took out their hearts. We sucked the soul right out of those stadiums.
Dirty ass players, I tell you.
I agree with that.
Hey, when you guys played the Jags, I said y'all gonna put a 50 burger on the Jags, and y'all did exactly that, bro. I'm like gonna put a 50 piece on the Jags, and y'all did exactly that.
And we did a 50 burger versus the Titans, and we did 47 versus Dallas.
And you guys are winning games when you guys are hurt, man. And you winning, and you can put a 50 piece on people, and you can win games where all you like, man. You guys got it right now, man. Lions got it, man. Packers, y'all the second best team in the division, and the Packers are the Packers, but
no, the Vikings are second best right now.
yeah, Packers gonna pack it, man. You guys got.
Oh, wait till next
beating
year.
everybody, man hour.
Wait till
Man hour,
next
aren't you
year.
a Colts fan? Did we beat
No,
you guys?
he's not a Colts fan. He's not a Colts fan.
Wait till next year. This
This
division will be really
Darcy, are you
tough next
serious?
year.
Are you putting a picture up of me? Are you pleasuring yourself in my picture? What's going on, man?
Robert,
Do you have a little slap session with my picture or what, man? What's going on?
But yet,
Well, you're
Would
saying
you
there's a
like me to
chance.
take a picture of you while you look like Dumbledore on Harry Potter? I got some
But
pictures of you,
Michael
Darcy.
Marsh says the only bad team that beat Detroit was Tampa, but yet they beat Philly too.
Robert, do you have something to say on this? Robert.
What is he?
Hey, Darcy, I got a question. You guys play the Bills next. Are you going to be a Bills fan or you a Lions fan? Which one's it going to be? Or is it pretty much a win-win for you?
Well, you can wear a Bills tutu
Robert.
and the top half would be Lions jersey with a Bills tutu it.
Hey, Darcy, we'll buy you a Josh Allen jersey. Send it to you.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Are you obsessed with me or no? Yes or no?
Darcy, the Bills fan.
What are you talking about?
Are you part of Bills
I can't
Mafia?
even understand
Get outta
anything
here.
he's saying.
I think he's talking to himself.
What is your deal, Darcy?
Right.
Robert.
Somebody said Michael Marsh said that Tampa, the only bad team that beat Detroit was Tampa, and but
Darcy.
it wasn't a. They're not a bad team. They're second place in their division, and it came out of first right now.
Evans just got back.
Darcy is goofy as hell. That dude's goofy.
Yeah, he is.
If they win tomorrow and the Falcons lose, they overtake the Falcons, which I think will happen.
They'll be tied, and Falcons will have the tiebreaker because they beat them twice.
Yeah.
No, but if they win tomorrow and the Falcons lose, they'll be in first place because they're both 6-6.
But the Falcons have the tiebreaker in the divisional record by beating.
You talking about the Bucks? Yeah, they beat the Bucks
but
twice.
I'm saying if the Bucks win tomorrow, then the Bucks would be 7-6, and the Falcons, if they lose, they're going to be 6-7. So they have a chance.
Oh, I thought you were saying they'd still be tied because they have a game lead on them.
No, they would have a chance to take the lead tomorrow if they win, and we beat Atlanta. Which, I mean, I don't want to sound like too confident, but I don't see any reason why we would lose this game.
Well, Sam Donald could be throwing 5 picks again. Who knows?
I gotta say, man, remember back in the day, man, when someone would throw 3 interceptions, they would get yanked from the game.
Yeah,
they don't pull your ass. You throw 4, 5.
Now it's a new millennium. It's like
just keep them out there.
Well, we ain't got nobody to like. Even if Donald throws like 5 picks, we can't gank him. We got no one to go and
You
play.
got nothing else, right? That's it.
Right.
Yeah, but you got Mac Jones now.
But he's on practice. I mean, it'd have to be a Sam Donald stink it up real bad, bring in Nick Mullins, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just there in case of injury. I don't think they're gonna pull him up to play any backup for any time soon, unless someone gets hurt.
Okay, I just saw they were tied, but I know that they got the tiebreak right now. So Vikings have to beat them, or Bucks overtake first place. Yeah.
But if the Vikings do win and the Bucks lose, that would suck for them. But
it would suck, and it would be funny. It would be funny.
I hope you guys smoke them, man. I hope you guys smoke them. I got you guys beating them.
You know what? I want the NFC North to stay dominant. I want them to beat everybody that's not in the division. I want us to be the most dominant division ever in football history, and we are. We
can
that
hate
way
each
right
other,
now.
but other divisions better not touch to us.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Here we go. It stays like it is. It goes Lions, Vikings, Packers, and we're all in the playoffs. And in the first round, while the Lions have the first seed, Green Bay takes out Philly. Vikings take out whoever they take out.
Commanders playing Philly, wouldn't it?
The Commanders would play Philly, so they'd get past that round, and then it would be.
I think the Bucks could be spoilers. I don't know how far they're going to go, but I think they could be spoilers to somebody.
like if the playoffs started tomorrow, we'd be playing Atlanta. In Atlanta.
I mean, especially with them getting better, getting healthier. I mean,
but you know what? It might be
unhealthy.
Green Bay, Minnesota's going to be playing either the Bucks or Atlanta or the Rams. And
Baker and Bucky coming to town. Baker and Bucky. You're going to get beat by a couple guys named Baker and Bucky.
It just sucks that we have better records than them, and we have to go to their house.
That's just crazy to me.
While Evans and Godwin's was hurt, that's when they had their 3-game losing streak, right? And since Evans been back, they've been good, but not good enough.
Yeah, no, they just took too many hits too early. Yeah, and Otten was balling out for him for a while there.
Yeah, when they were out, Otten was still balling out and keeping them close in games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't. There's certain teams that can't afford that, and we all know Baker is great when he has all the pieces around him, like a lot of quarterbacks are. But you take away his 2 best weapons and give him Sterling Shepard as his number 1. That's not good.
Well, one thing about the Bucks are just like the Packers. You don't know which team you're going to get. You know what I mean? They can be really good, and they can actually shoot themselves in the foot all day.
But look, the Bucks have been doing the same. Next man up, and we're still talking about them. We're still talking about them. They're still
right there. They're tied with them, but there's the only thing that's getting them. Yeah, we can stay here. That's no problem with me, Mike.
No worries, bro.
I just want to say thank you, Jason, for joining us. This is a lot of fun. I don't know if you're free on Wednesday nights, but I do my NFL roundtable talk at 9 p.m. Eastern, which would be 6 p.m. your time. And if you're ever free and want to come on and talk,
plug your shows. Everybody, plug your shows, man. Go ahead, let's do it. Last couple minutes.
Yeah, so Jeremy, I work for a small newspaper out here in the Central Valley of California, and I cover high school sports at night. So if I ever have a night where I don't have sports coverage, I will definitely make a concerted effort to hop on and talk ball with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. What's up, Jay?
In there.
Fucking Jay, he shows up the last couple of minutes. Hey, man, show up tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. at the Red Zone Rant, bro. I'll be there.
We need more.
We'll talk about it.
We need more intelligent conversation other than Darcy McBill, because Darcy McBill just makes your head.
Look, it's open mic. It's open mic. I give everybody the equal opportunity on open mic to come and have their piece. I mean, be respectful. Just, I don't know what the hell that was. He's like, I don't,
He put a picture up of me on his thing, and then he got right off. I think he went to go get the hand lotion and go to Toontown.
I ain't gonna break me with your little ATM joke there, buddy.
Well, next week I'll put a picture of his on there. One of my memes I got of him on there on my background.
Hey, I got a picture I can give to you too if you want to put it up.
Sounds good.
You'll get.
I don't even know what that was about. It was like I couldn't even hardly hear what he was saying. He was just I don't know, man. Look, we were all talking football, and then he went all stupid. So
you know how
I want to say. Congratulations, Packer fans, because that was a great game. Say what you want. Without all the shit talking and everything, it was a great game to watch. It was riveting. And as far as the going for it, Dan Campbell told the players prior to the game, we're treating this like a playoff game, and every time it's 4th and 3, we're going for it because we don't want to fail in the playoff. That's exactly what he said.
I wish the floor would have went for it.
I think if it's 4th down and it's in Green Bay's territory, that's a different thing. But it was in their own territory. I just thought it was dumb.
I understand.
It didn't matter. He didn't care. That's his thing. Is he doesn't care where he's at on the field. If it's 4th and short, he's going for it. You can't stop his team. Who can stop him? We stopped them 1 out of 5 times.
That offensive line, come on.
But that could have been the game. That could have meant the game right there, though.
That line is too good.
But you know what? He'd rather do it in the regular season and have it fail there. The fact it didn't fail more than it only failed 1 time and it didn't bite him in the ass is a testament to the aggressiveness he wants to have in a 1-win-or-go-home situation.
I got to say goodbye, man. We're going to wrap it up, guys. It's the last minute of the show. We got to say goodnight, say goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Yep. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the commenters. We'll try to get you to do it again. See you next Saturday at open mic.
Later.
Okay, we'll back go.
Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning in to real-time discussion